It's time for the GOSS.
This week we are talking about Tonys, and more pride.
Plus, we've got a super fun tip spot with the always late good sis Courtney Act.
This is not a podcast about buying shoes. We are also discussing the terrorizing and dehumanizing ICE raids happening in LA.
And of course, your DMs and letters hit our cave box, and we simply must read them.
It's a hard week this week, but we are here to offer you a little giggle, a little infotainment, and some calls to action too.
Shall we goss?
Let's do it.
Oh.
Mom! Ouch! Ow!
Oh, thrust.
Ouch! Thrust it and thrust it. Work with her on her turns. I'm worried about her balance.
Jesus!
You know, gay.
You're going to want to figure out an exit strategy. Mine was my dentist. I chipped my tooth on a Quaalude. That's me after Pride. Figure out an exit strategy. Jesus. Jesus, take the wheel, honey.
Welcome back, one and all, for another steaming, piping,
scalding
serving of Hot Goss. This, of course, is our weekly chat show where we talk about events in our lives, gossip and politics, and take a deep dive into the DMs. So let's get into some
Hot
That's Hot Goss.
Tony, Tone.
Hello, gay. Hi, gay. I would like to market to you.
Where do I get that, Tony?
It's Pride season all over the world. Everywhere you go, there are gays. Everywhere you. Do you know did you ever watch Margaret Cho's stand-up special? I'm the One That I Want. It's from years ago.
That was like her first big one. The one where she does like her mom and talks about growing up in the Castro and all that.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like this is like a gay staple. And I feel like because of streaming and because of like TV now and like just culture in general, like every comedian has a stand-up special and everybody's seen them all. But this was one of them that really was so groundbreaking and really put Margaret Cho on the map. But one of the jokes was she was talking about her mother, and her mother was like, because they were talking about like gay porn or something. Mm-hmm. And her mother was like, everywhere around the world, there are gay people. Everywhere there are gay people. But not Korea. Not in Korea. Because she's Korean.
Oh.
It's funnier when she tells that, okay.
Okay.
But everywhere in the world, there are gays. And they are happening right now. It is Pride. And speaking of gay things, the Tonys happened.
Yes. Did you watch?
No, I'm a bad theater person.
I didn't watch either. Damn. I thought one of us would have.
When was this?
Sunday night.
Mama,
it's usually the first Sunday in
Pride.
June, I think.
It's Pride, Mama. I was running around dressed up like, whatever I dress up like. And
you know what I
around.
did Sunday? Sunday, starting at midnight, I was at Queen in Chicago after watching Grace Jones. Queen! Grace Jones and Janelle Monáe at Ravinia for Detox's birthday with all the kids. And then went to Queen. And then my airport pickup was 4:45 for a 6-something flight to Philly. Got to Detroit and then Philly at noon. Was on stage by 1:15 at brunch in Philly. Left my phone in the middle of the street. A man turned it into the restaurant where I was working. And someone was like, everybody have their phone? I was like, oh. Fuck
How
my
would you leave
drag.
your phone in the middle of the street?
Because I put it on top of my
Sweets.
suitcase, and then when I went to roll my suitcase, it must have fallen off because I was getting another suitcase out of out of the trunk.
Did you get it back?
Yes, I did, and that's because God loves me because I feel like I'm karmically equal. People that lose their phones and don't get them back, you deserve it. I lost my phone in Mexico too, and I found it. So Jesus fucking loves me. She's a nice lady.
Oh, you lost your phone at the strip club too that one night.
Yeah, I lose it a lot. Queen. I'm in here. Dance floor.
This song
Yes.
bangs so hard, bitch.
Yup. And then after I did brunch, we were done by like 5-ish. I go straight back to the airport in Philly for a 7 o'clock flight to fly back to LA. And we sit on the tarmac for 4.5 hours. Get to Minneapolis, miss the connection. Nobody at Delta at any of the help desks could give me a hotel, so I slept on the floor next to the gate, literally next to the desk. And they didn't wake me up for the flight. And then I wake up and I'm like,
I hate that.
I wake up as the plane, like it's like at least 30 feet away from the thing. And I was like, nobody wanted to, like it was nobody's responsibility but my own. I set an alarm. My phone wasn't on vibrate though, because it's a new phone and I don't know how to put it on vibrate because I'm dumb.
Why'd you get a new phone? Because you lost it?
No, because the other one had glaucoma.
Girl,
camera
it
was
has
done.
reached the moment in the program where the phones have started to be like, I'm not gonna stay charged.
Yeah, no.
Oh no, mama. You have to charge me 8 times a day if you want to get through this day, mama.
Charge me up.
But no, you told that story about being in the airport and sleeping by the gate and like clearly, I don't know. I mean, clearly this would be someone who's trying to get on this plane.
Yeah,
and
on the floor next to the desk. I can sleep through anything. It
feels like it could be it's like the degradation of like common courtesy, which I think is something that has been suffering in recent years. Is like everyone is sort of like, well, I just need to survive and fuck everybody else. And, like just the thought that like maybe this person might want to, but now that I'm talking it through, I'm like, maybe the other side of it is
nobody wants to wake a stranger.
They didn't want to disturb you. Like
I should have put a note on my like sweat jacket or at the desk saying, "Hey, I'm the person that looks guilty of vagrancy next to you. Could you please wake me so I could go home and sleep in a bed?"
But you also set your alarm, so you didn't think you had to leave a note.
And it was still ringing when I finally did wake up, and it was like on my like fanny pack, which was sitting on my chest, and it just
You thought it was a song in your dream.
I thought it was a syphilitic songbird, a recollection.
You thought it was like you were dreaming about a circuit party, and the alarm resembled the music from a circuit party.
Well, that was my Sunday. I saw your Sunday was pretty crazy too. You were in DC and you were giving rousing speeches. You told everybody how you feel about
LA Pride, wasn't I?
Oh, was that at LA Pride?
Sunday?
When you gave that rousing rainbow dressed
Yeah, that was at LA Pride.
Yeah, I'm glad somebody said it. Because LA it was right now is crazy.
It was just speaking to like what's in everybody's minds at this moment being in Los Angeles.
There's a curfew in downtown LA. You can't they don't want you and somebody said if it bleeds, it leads. That's the motto right now because Donald Trump wants blood and like crime in the headlines so he can make it look like he's fixing it, even though the National Guard is posted at federal buildings in LA where nobody's protesting. They're just standing there and they don't even have a place to sleep. I was looking at pictures of them sleeping on floors too because Donald Trump did not prepare for any of this. He's trying to arrest Gavin Newsom like a fucking idiot. It's crazy what's happening. It feels like the precursor to Handmaids and Mad Max or something.
For sure.
I can't get over the fact that he's cutting billions of dollars in programs that people will die from and people will suffer from. but as long as him and his rich friends stay rich, it's all good for him.
Well, everyone's going to die. That one woman who said that. They were like asking her, like, what about, like, if you cut all these like programs and like medical benefits, like people will die. And her response was like, well, everyone is going to die eventually.
Yeah.
And people like booed her.
RFK cut the 17 experts at the Center for Disease Control or whatever thing he oversees. So now no one's in charge except the monkeys.
It sounds like a really bad Drag Race maxi challenge where someone's assigned a leader, but then they don't actually lead, and then everyone's leading. And then it's the dance rehearsal and everyone is getting in fights and it's really chaotic. That's what that sounds like.
As long as we have Adam Schenkman saying, "You are whores."
Should we put that on the soundboard?
You are whores. Yeah.
You are whores.
Nicole interjects.
I do really value Tina.
Oh, you found it.
I do value Tina.
I do really value
oh my God.
Tina.
I do really value Tina.
This fucking podcast is a walking trigger warning. I mean,
girl.
My God.
Well, we did see our good friend on the Tonys,
Christ.
Jinx Monsoon. She was in the cast of Pirates of Penzance.
It's Pirates, the Penzance musical.
True.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, whoops.
Pirates, exclamation point. A Penzance musical or the Penzance musical. I don't know, but it takes place in New Orleans. I'm so glad to see Cola Scola, Cynthia Erivo, Jinx Monsoon, icons, legends, lovely, lovely, lovely girls. Now, we have a Rainbow Spotlight this week.
Oh.
And it's called So Thick by Young Onyx and Ducks Night. So why don't we take a quick listen to that? And we'll be right back.
Couldn't let a fuck bitch lay with me. If you say you wanna eat it, then I got the cake with me. Like, so thick, he don't know what to do with it. So thick, wanna know how I move with it. So thick, I can fit his whole crew in it. So thick, don't fit, no room in it. They get limp wrists and a gold chain. Got the booty growing thick, I like Rogaine. Make it bounce when I move it, no cocaine. So thick, make the dick hard to locate. So thick, when I spit it, make the room shake. So thick, I could be my own roommate. So thick, make I wanna try a new taste.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, "Time." That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you could do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
I sold my car in Carvana last night.
Well, that's cool.
No, you don't understand. It went perfectly. Real offer, down to the penny. They're picking it up tomorrow. Nothing went wrong.
So, what's the problem?
That is the problem. Nothing in my life goes as smoothly. I'm waiting for the catch.
Maybe there's no catch.
That's exactly what a catch would want me to think.
Wow, you need to relax.
I need to knock on wood. Do we have wood? Is this table wood?
I think it's laminate.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's close enough.
Car selling without a catch. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.
And we're back. You know what I heard? I heard something about the Renaissance visuals that A, they're never going to come out because Beyonce doesn't like the way she looks, and B, at one point, someone who was on the album said to her, "Oh, girl, you look good, thick," and she was like, "Oh yeah, after the twins, you know." And no one had ever called her that to her face, I guess. And she was like, that was when she was like, maybe none of this is going to come out, I guess. Someone that we know said this to her. Very familiar, like.
But why don't they just use AI? Like, you can, like,
Girl,
especially her, like, you can change anything in post.
I don't know. If she doesn't like how she looks, she don't like how she looks. I've had videos where I've shot the whole thing, and I didn't end up using it.
Change it in post.
Not everything can be fixed in post.
Yes, it can.
No, it can't.
The things they do, I have seen. I have seen the things they do.
It's very hard to fix bad lighting in post. It's very, very hard.
Feature films, you can change your face, shape, thickness, age. All in major motion pictures, they have these capabilities, and they do it.
Yes, they do. James Earl Jones is still in Star Wars, and he hasn't been alive for years.
Coco Montrese's Instagram is just the beginning, Mama. It's just the beginning. She figured out how to do it in video now, so I mean, it's over for everyone.
Especially the trade.
Speaking of overness. RuPaul was DJing and dancing on the stage at World Pride in pajamas or like an old-timey prison uniform from like when they would have like a chain with like a large ball on it, like that kind of cartoon old-timey thing.
Of all the things one would wear to Pride, this strikes me as something that someone would want to wear to be very comfortable.
Honey,
So
she's comfortable.
I'm so glad
Cozy.
that they're comfortable in their skin and can not care what other people think about them. And did you see his little Arietti two-step? Just dancing the night away.
Honey, she was having fun. Let her have fun.
I want her to. I want her to have so much fun.
She was she was in her element, playing music she loves. People were dancing and living, and she was living. It does not matter what you wear. It just matters that you are there. So every guy grab a girl everywhere around the world.
Period.
Did you see Miss Adore Delano take a dip?
Donde?
She was in Milwaukee performing. I think it was like
She
Amanda
okay?
Lepore or her. Yeah, she's good. She bruised her ribs, but she's fine.
Protect the face.
Oh, yeah, right? That's new. I mean, we've all done this. We've all fallen off a stage before.
Yes.
Yes, that's what drag queens do. And it's like usually the best part of the show because then we get up and everybody tips us. They're like, yes, you stood up. Because it's not about, it's about how it's, what did Latrice say? I was there and I don't even know. It's okay to fall down, but it's not okay to
You have
not get
to
up.
Get up.
And look sickening and make them eat it.
Make them eat it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good God,
poor
girl.
Adora.
Good God, girl, get a grip on that stage. Get some rubber on them shoes. She said, back it up, back it up. She's falling down off the stage. And then she's laying there writhing and it's so sexy. She lifts her head up like a mermaid fresh out of the water. It's a beautiful
That's
fall.
so scary. I literally hate that kind of shit.
Me too.
I'm glad she's okay. I fucking hate that.
Yeah. It was a moment. Now,
And
Miss
she
Alaska.
gets right back up, right? She gets boosted right back up onto the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, poor Adora. I'm so glad she's okay.
You know,
girl, all it takes is a fucking fall and you can really fuck some shit up. Like she could have gotten a concussion. She could have broken a bone or a leg or an arm. And I know how fucking difficult and annoying a little crack in the elbow can be.
This is how it ends, never meant to hurt you. That's what the stage was saying.
This is how it ends, never been done, yeah.
We want to tell some people about the, further elaborate on what you were saying at LA Pride about the ice raids. Where was LA Pride? Where was the stage? Was it on Hollywood Boulevard?
It was on Hollywood Boulevard, right in my neighborhood.
Did you walk?
No, but it was a very short car ride. I'll just say that.
Isn't that nice? Like a Pride in your own neighborhood.
It felt nice, and it was a free event, so
Yes.
it was everyone is welcome, and you know, so I was really glad that they asked me to do it. It was a last minute thing that they asked me to do it. It was.
I like the LA Pride a lot more than the WeHo Pride because WeHo Pride, they lost one of their headliners, Lil Nas X, who I wanted to see. It's all for profit. It's very expensive, but some people want to see those people. But I don't know why they have Paris Hilton performing her songs when she very clearly called a driver a faggot years ago in a video. Her mom has called DJs faggots. She may have expressed remorse for it and used tons of gay people for her styling team and everything else. But like, I don't need to see Paris Hilton. Get some fucking gay people. There's enough gay artists out there that we can put them up instead of these straight people.
You don't want to see Meredith Marks, DJ?
I don't. I asked who she was, and somebody told me she was a housewife. And I said,
a Real Housewife of Salt Lake City. Yes.
why do we care? Is she gay? Does she have gay kids? Is she?
She has a gay son.
Oh, okay. Was he there?
Yes, I believe he was there with her.
Okay. Why is she a DJ? Was she a DJ before this, or did she just learn how to press play when she got on TV and wanted some gigs?
Well, someone zoomed in on her mixing board.
Yeah.
and something wasn't turned on or something.
No,
like
sick.
something wasn't like the sort of the level that you actually use to make it work was not actually activated. So I think she had a playlist.
Yeah.
And she had a pair of headphones. And she probably got paid more than, well, anyone who's a drag queen. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, I would just love a pride with actual gay people. And I don't think that's too much to ask. I really don't.
Yes.
But who knows what's going to happen next year if we'll even be here or have it. Now about these ICE raids. Someone wrote in to tell us some info. Hello, beauties, longtime listener, first-time writer. I wish my first time writing in was on a more positive topic, but there are currently events happening in LA that need to be talked about. As LA natives, I'm sure you've both seen and heard about this. On Friday, June 6th, ICE went into the Fashion District to conduct a raid on people actively working. The morning after, on Saturday, June 7th, ICE was seen gathering across the street of a Home Depot in Paramount, a Home Depot where many undocumented people go in order to find work. ICE claims there was no raid planned, but then why would they be there? The community quickly gathered, and that's when things began to clash. ICE agents were surrounded by protesters, and they ended up shooting protesters with rubber bullets and pellets. Things did not get violent until ICE began to escalate the situation. That night, the Secretary of Defense ordered the National Guard troops to LA. I hope that it is noticed that ICE is targeting places of work, that people being taken are not violent criminals. They are people working long hours just looking to support their families. As I'm writing this, it has not been announced that it has now been announced that Marines have been sent to deal with the protest. This isn't right. I am sad to say that I expect things to escalate in the coming days. I hope you can spread the word of what is happening. I did see a video of Alaska in a beautiful gown. Mama, you look so good, BTW. Calling out ICE, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Please spread the word and be safe. People are being taken and Americans in the streets are being condemned for their right to protest. It's also been recommended by protesters carry U.S. flags so that it can be seen that Americans are in fact being affected by this. Stay strong, stay safe. Sincerely, V from Long Beach. And at the time of this recording, there's an 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew basically in downtown from Dodger Stadium to right like a couple blocks from my house all the way past the 10. It's like at least, 5-6 square miles. Hopefully Karen Bass will be a one-term mayor and a lot of these other people will be out of office soon because there's a lot of things happening here. They're trying to bait and switch. It's very Jada Essence Hall. Look over here. Look at all this violence. And then it's going to be like, well, we handled the violence and we're getting out the immigrants and the illegals and California is trash. I think this can usher the way in for Gavin Newsom to become a president. And I kind of hope that happens. But the federal government is using the public's reaction to their raids to escalate the situation. And they're making a big show out of things while they're slashing Medicaid in Washington. But this is also a case study for how to supersede mayors and governors across America. Because the fact that Trump is threatening to arrest a seated governor who was elected by the people, and now they're coming out with saying in Rochester, which was a vital state for the election, Kamala actually won. And voting machines were tampered with. Like, it's all wrong. Tear it up like newspaper, set it on fire, and just start over. Oh, and Trump, after taking away all the names of the gay stuff and the Harriet Tubman ship and the SS Harvey Milk and all that for, brave Americans who have been notable, who may not have been white or cis, he announced that several army bases or military bases would be renamed their previous names, which were Confederate names.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, we're going backwards.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce said, the big statues, they were lies of stone, and they should stay down on the ground. How is this happening? We're going backwards in everything.
Yeah, it's very bad.
Why do the people in the government get paid when we're operating at a deficit and they're not doing their job? Yet they keep getting paid and we keep getting fucked. Who can we make run for office that would help us?
T.S. Madison.
I'm down. I'm so down.
For absolute president. So this is ongoing. I mean, by the time we're recording this on Wednesday, so who knows what will happen in the next couple of days when this comes out. But go ahead and follow at Clue Justice. And you can go to cluejustice.org/bond and you can support the Detained Immigrant Bond Fund. So that's something you can do to help if you're not in LA and you want to stay informed and do something to help out and support.
If you know anybody who needs help for immigration or papers or stuff like that, there's the Immigrant Defenders Law Center, and they have resources there that you can look to or point people to. And that is at IMMDF_Law Center. And we'll post that on the Race Chaser socials to try to do our little fucking part. But going down the 110 and seeing just the fires and seeing what's going on.
Yeah. And I saw a meme. We're going to take a break, but I saw a meme that was that it was someone saying that a lot of times people say something like, "Oh, well, these are the people who, you know, are picking our fruit or who are, you know, working in restaurants or whatever." It's like, but that that may be so sometimes, but it's also like, that is not the point. These are human beings, and human beings are worthy of dignity and fairness and a life that is livable and worthy of existing without being in danger and without being abused. And I've also seen clips of some of the ways in which people are abducted is so horrifying and so horrendous.
I've seen a couple crazy things. Go ahead.
And the conditions that they're put into, that without food, without their medications, without just common decency, it is completely dehumanizing. It's abhorrent, and it's really, really horrible. And so that is why people are protesting against this.
There was something that Donald Trump should look at, I feel like, because he was trying to say that if a parent wasn't a naturalized born citizen, he was going to try to take people away. Or if they weren't a citizen by the time their children were born, those kids would be eligible for deportation, which is funny because his kids were born of a woman. Well, his first set of kids were born of a woman who was not a citizen until after they were born. Ivanka, she became a citizen in like 88 or 89. And then Barron Trump, he was born, and Melania didn't become a U.S. citizen until the year after also. So the only kid that he'd be left with is fucking Tiffany Trump, because all of his older offspring would be shipped out if he had his way and it became an actual thing. So, like, even his hypocrisy knows no bounds, because if he just looked in a mirror and could get past all the bronzer and the bravado, it's just weird that he can't, that it feels like he has no heart and he's just a comic book villain at this point.
Yeah, it's
you know
not
what'll
good.
make it better? You know what can make this better?
Taking a break.
Courtney Act, yeah. We'll bring back.
Okay, good. Let's take a break and we'll be right back.
Big Dipper here, chiming in with a producer's note. Also, this Saturday, June 14th, there are protests and community actions happening all over the country. If you stand in opposition of Trump, this administration, all of these policies, you can stand up with a group of people who believe what you believe. Go to nokings.org for more information on these No Kings protests that are happening everywhere this Saturday.
We should be talking about gay fucking shit, and instead we have to talk about this crap because it's pertinent. But we could have been talking about that lovely purple dress that Paul Tazewell designed for Cynthia Erivo, or that playful usage of Drew Droege in the Tonys opening with Cynthia Erivo. You know, just like the wonderful gay things that we saw. Cola Scola being one of the first non-binary people to win a major award like this. Harvey Fierstein, you know, like gay things. But it's time to celebrate right now, real quick.
Or not. Courtney confirmed this time, but she's at the lube sale.
It's not time to celebrate.
Is she going to join us, or do we need to?
Well, she did text me saying, she said, too many good shoes, can't cope at 10:53, because I got her into the sale when she asked.
Courtney Act was supposed to be our tip spot. Okay, this is all in. Courtney Act was supposed to be our tip spot right now. But she has informed us that she is at the Louboutin sale where
relatable.
Where they let special people by invite only in to buy shoes.
This is not a show for people who don't show up because they're buying shoes.
Why aren't you at the lube sale? You send people to do your shopping for you, don't you?
She already has all the shoes. She had an early morning appointment.
Oh, you went earlier.
Baby,
she went yesterday?
I went yesterday. Hold on.
Oh, you went day one. Well, you know all the fucking cross-dresser sizes are fucking gone now.
What did she say?
She says she's downloading the app to join us. So she might join us so we can do the fourth segment. I've never had an issue with that invite link ever with anyone. But she says
it does not require an app. She is a liar.
She's sending me screenshots of her phone.
She's a liar. There's no reception in there.
The devil is a lie. Okay, no.
They make you put a sticker over your phone like you're at fucking cabaret at the lube sale. And then they do. They kick you out if you're texting or taking photos.
Oh, so what is she up to?
Well, she's going to get thrown out of the lube sale and she's going to get thrown out of Mom Podcasts. Celebrate. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
You know, some of these girls, especially when they come from different countries. I mean, I swear, and her man, don't get me started on her manager either. Oh my God. Booking some of these girls. You book the girls, you fill out their rider, you do everything you're asked of, and then they don't show up on the day of the interview. Oh my God. She said she was out buying shoes at the Louis Vuitton store or something. I can't with these Rue girls. Please welcome. She's finally here. We're so happy. She is the debutantess of the Deep South, the Southern Hemisphere. She's got beauty, she's got brawn, and she loves a tiny little ginger wig. The newest member of the Mom family. Please welcome Courtney Act.
Oh no! Sorry to be tardy for the party. My technology was not working in my favor.
Oh, she didn't have a router in her little kangaroo pouch.
The shoe sale is fun. I'm coming to you live from the parking lot. I found this lovely background, which, if you're listening, does anybody watch Hot Goss, or is it a listen only?
It's a listen only.
Looking at this.
Oh, okay.
They can't handle all this beauty twice a week.
That's true.
Just once.
We still get in full drag though, just for everyone listening.
I mean, that's why I got in full drag this morning when I woke up to come shoe shopping, because I knew that I had to do this podcast today.
Did you find shoes?
Yeah, I found 7 pairs of shoes.
Holy fuck. What?
Oh, wow. I want to see.
Little girl. It's so joyous.
I'm glad you found them in your size. What? You have girl foot, though.
I do have girl foot. I'm a 38 or a 38 and a half.
Oh, see that. So you wouldn't have any problem. That's
the only problem is fighting off the other women. But the good thing is that because I'm a drag queen, I don't want the nice normal shoes. I want the ugly shoes, you know?
Did you get the Tranos one? with all the things up the front.
Should I? There was a silver pair and there was a multicolor pair, but they've got individual buckles all the way down. And I thought they're going to take an hour to get into. If you want to get out of them quickly, it's painful. I know I shouldn't be thinking about practicality, but I did think about you, Willam. Every pair I tried on, I thought, what would Willam say? And then I put them back on the shelf if it was a no. A no.
You know what? I got a cold
Willam
hard.
is your inner saboteur voice.
No, Willam is my inner... my harsh inner critic who helps me be a better drag queen.
Not mad. Everybody needs that girl. Like for that, it's on the YouTube comments because I get to read all the lovely things people say. Like, your receding hairline under that cowboy hat is not a good look. Oh, that was a new one today, and I was like, I have a skin fade. I'm so sorry, but also
take off your hat.
Take off your hat, you balding bitch. At the sale yesterday, Eden the doll gave me a reality check because I was next to her and I think Carrie Colby. And Eden looked at me and she's like...
Excuse me. We do close in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be in soon.
Yeah.
They're closing in 15 minutes.
She needs more shoes. She said, would you wear that if it didn't have a red bottom? And I was like, little girl. She clocked, and I put them back because I was like, this dirty buttercup yellow I do not need. Looking like Minnie Mouse.
I did pick up that dirty buttercup yellow.
I knew you would.
But I put it back.
Atta girl. Good.
I want to see these dirty buttercup yellows.
You'd love them. You'd love them.
It's because they had a round toe.
I probably would.
It was the round toe. Yeah, that got it for me.
I can't do a round toe.
So you were in World Pride with your sister Alaska, all the A-gays.
Wasn't that fun?
It was so fun. You know what I love? There's something...
That intricate choreo?
The intricate choreo, getting it right. But there's something healing about being, like, with a large group of Rue girls because, like, so often in the world, particularly being Australian and now living in Australia, I don't have the same sort of... I don't get to see you all the time. And sometimes I feel like a little isolated down there floating on that big rock. And when I get here and I get to just like hang out and we're all backstage and like all the girls were like kiki in the green room afterwards and like Bob turned up and we're all like drinking and cutting up and having a good time. And you just feel like, I don't know what it is. It feels healing. Like you're just like relaxed and amongst peers. And it's just so like just such a fun, like you all went through something together. You all understand something. You don't have to talk about it. And you can, when a civilian calls me by my drag name when I'm out of drag, I feel triggered. But when a Rue girl or a drag queen calls me by my drag name when I'm out of drag, I'm like responsive. I'm like, hi girl. And I don't know what it is, but there's something about like that, like understanding that you have if it's another drag queen and particularly another Rue girl that you're just like, ah.
Do you want us to call you Shane when you're out of drag?
We won't.
No, what I'm saying is when it's a Rue girl, calling me Courtney out of drag is completely fine. But when it's like a non-Rue girl, it feels like someone's calling you to work. But when it's a contemporary calling you by your work name in a non-work situation, it feels
I think
correct.
people are actually looking at you and saying, shame. It's like, it's a shame that you can't show up on time. You know, I don't think it's Shane. Yeah.
It's a hard name to say on a dance floor when it's loud. Shane?
It's hard.
Not Shane.
It's
hard to say on a dance floor.
I want to hear about R&R
Mile High Club
because I've really enjoyed watching it. What was it like making the show?
It was really fun. It was like a bit more nerve-wracking than I expected. I love talking to people. I love interviewing people. But it was funny when you like were sat down in a formal environment because I kind of wanted to ask some deeper questions than just like a chit-chat kiki. Like this, this is very easy, just chit-chatting. But because I like wanted to like delve a little deeper and ask questions, it was sort of, and maybe because like a lot of the people were my friends, it's kind of odd, like asking friends about like childhood experiences. But I got to chat to Willam, which will be coming out in a few weeks. And it was actually, I feel like I learned something about Willam as a person that I didn't know before, because often you don't sit down with friends and ask them formal questions about their
Totally.
childhood. And I heard all of these stories that I've never heard before from Willam. And then at the end, I was like, gosh, there is this thread through every story that I've heard from Willam that is just about the tenacity from a little child, tenacity and accessorizing from a very early age. These all came through on all of the stories. And it was just kind of like cool to like see these people that we know and love, like Adore, like Cartier,
Tom Daly.
Nicole Byer, Jackie Beat, Tom Daly. For the tech lovers out there, Casey Newton from Hard Fork, Francesca Ramsey, to sort of like know who they are, but then kind of like delve a little bit deeper and hear some interesting facts. The Adore's episode is out now,
Yes.
I assume. And like just getting to hear about, you know, her when she was like 12, telling Bonnie, her mum, about her sexuality and her identity, and hearing about her mum's love and support, like all the way back then is really cool. Like there's this little like gorgeous moments. I cried in the Adore interview. I didn't know I had that capacity as a human, but her and her boyfriend Sasha were just being so adorable to each other that I just welled up and started crying because it was so pretty.
Well,
yeah.
See, and a reminder, Courtney Act won the interview challenge on season 6 of Drag Race.
So it's a long time coming.
You are an excellent interviewer. And it's such a joy to watch, and we're so grateful to have you on the Mom Network.
I'm actually so grateful for Mum. Like you know, it started out as Race Chaser, then expanded to Hot Goss, and then adding all of these girls to the roster and giving like amazing opportunities. And this is the time of podcasting. I mean, it's been the time of podcasting for a few years, but like podcasts are becoming more powerful, like even in election cycles, you know, they're determining these sorts of things. So you two creating this opportunity for me is something that I'm very grateful for.
Well, we're grateful to have you, and looking beautiful also. Gabriel Held hooked you up with some outfits. And, we have...
The Willam Belli archive also hooked me up with some outfits. And the Marco archive.
So R&R is out every Thursday, and it's on the bubble right now. We're not sure if it's being renewed yet. We're hopeful.
On the bubble.
Wow, this is how I find out I've been cancelled.
No, that's
we
my
wanted
girl.
to just invite you. We, out of respect, we wanted to tell you to your face.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being woman enough to come here today.
Thank you so much. The bonus videos are released on Saturdays on Courtney's YouTube channel as well. So there's a lot of great stuff with R&R. Let's say it all together. What?
Can I explain how
Please
it works?
explain.
Okay, so there's like
Please
there's a 30-minute
explain.
episode that comes. The 30-minute episode comes out on YouTube on Thursdays. That's like a sample. It's only 30 minutes. But if you want to listen to the full 1 hour, you can listen on your favorite podcast app. Or if you want to watch the full 1 hour, you can see it behind the Good Pussy paywall at Mum Podcasts Patreon. And then also on a Saturday, an additional video comes out on my Courtney Act YouTube, which is usually some like fun behind the scenes randomness. So there's lots of like ways you can see it.
And
thank you.
I love to hear it and see it, and we thank you for being a journalista and a fashionista.
And now Alaska
thank
was
you
saying, shall we say it together?
Let's all say the title of your show all together. R&R. Thank you for joining us. Go in and get those shoes.
Get your shoes, bitch.
Gotta get those shoes. Bye, Divas.
Bye, crossdresser. Let's get in this cave.
This is the moment where we go spelunking deep inside the DMs. So let's get into it. Okay, the first message comes from Robert. Hello,
Robert.
dolls. My name is Robert, and I'm excited to finally contribute to the Mom Diamond family.
Ooh.
I do value Crystal. I do value Tina. I've been enjoying all the podcasts while deployed overseas in Syria. The dream shout out I would love to see is with Willam and Alaska on Race Chaser. I haven't met Willam yet, but I did get to meet Alaska during Pride 2023 in DC. Photo below. I love all the creators at Mom. Please keep making content to help keep this army man sane while he's deployed. Love ya, Robert. What a beautiful picture. Look
So
at us.
cute. Look at
DC
y'all.
Pride 2023. Looking
Happy to
lovely.
be there. Him standing as tall as you sitting in 9-inch heels.
You know, this is
And
my
20 inches
this is
of
my
hair.
journey. This is
I
what I
love
do,
it.
Mama.
Well, speaking
Thank
of
you
which,
so much for the letter.
thank you, Robert. We appreciate you showing up and showing out at Pride and supporting the girls and supporting Mom. We are thankful for your diamond status. And we'd like to offer you some tangy peanuts or a nut mix. From Josh. Hey, Willamista, Alaska, Tina, and Big Dip Dip. Quick tea from the sweaty pits of Jacksonville, Florida. During the start of Pride Month this year, the local queer community planned to light up the Main Street Bridge, a big old drawbridge downtown, with rainbow colors using phone flashlights and gels. Totally peaceful, totally cute. And then suddenly, the bridge got raised for boat traffic and unplanned maintenance right at the time of the event, despite the clear lack of boats and maintenance workers for over an hour. Suspicious, no? Especially since Ron DeSantis banned any bridge lighting in June that isn't red, white, and straight. The Florida government might have tried it, but the gays pivoted to another bridge, Acosta Bridge, prettier anyway, and still showed out. Rainbows, communities, defiance, all of it. Florida tried to dim the lights, but the dolls brought their own. No nudes today, but attach her some photos from the event. The Blue Bridge is the one the event was planned for. Take care and keep fighting the good fight. This causeway is lit up so beautifully and reflecting on the water, making the rainbow even bigger. Josh, you did something good. Thank you for letting us know that the gays can't be stopped no matter what. This is wonderful to see.
No, ma'am. What a beautiful display. And, I feel like always in Pride, we say, we always say, yes, we still need Pride and we still need this season and this holiday for ourselves to just declare that we exist. And I think it's very important and it's very powerful and how beautiful. And I always say this, but our community makes the world a better place. It's not just please just tolerate our existence. It's no, we are literally making the world more beautiful. We're making it more joyful. And that's fucking important. So thank you for doing this. I was in Pittsburgh for just a day, and it was really emotional seeing the bridge lit up with rainbow lights. I was like, it's great. It's beautiful and it's very powerful. So thank you for doing this down in Florida.
I saw that too in Philly when I was there for 5-6 hours in my hometown. My favorite thing was looking and seeing the Philadelphia Phillies logo in the rainbow colors, the Progress Pride rainbow colors. To see that kind of unhomophobia in sports is great because there's still a lot there and there's people trying to fight against it still who have participated, Billy Beane and R.K. Russell, who was the first out NFL bisexual player who just wrote a great book called Between the Yards. There are lots of people who are trying to fight the good fight, and we see you all, and we're thankful. And if you know anybody that you want to get a little highlight, please write in, and so we can shout them out for Pride, because there are a lot of heroes that are unsung, and we would like them to get their due this month. It's the least we can do.
Absolutely.
We have a message from Sam. Dear Alaska.
Sam. Dear Alaska, Willam, and ... more. I was taking my hot girl stroll this evening and decided to take a detour through the local cemetery.
Oh.
Maybe I came through for a hunting, maybe to cruise the local DL trade, more likely to just get some gas from dinner. To just let out some gas from dinner.
Yeah, you fart walk.
I take a turn, and what do my eyes suddenly appear but the grave of the one, the only, the diva herself, Miss Anne Moore. Attached is the grave for further proof. How does she keep booking all these gigs? Are ghosts real? Beloved mother, indeed. Love, Sam from Syracuse. This is a gravestone that says Anne M. Moore, 1964 to 2007. Beloved mother. Fabulous. Good for her, honey.
She better turn her into music. That's all I'm saying.
Anne Moore. She is on every drag flyer.
No
matter what.
She's always there.
We salute you, Anne Moore.
And all the guest entertainers currently embalmed. This message comes from Elle. Hello, from a longtime listener, first-time writer. I wanted to ask about your opinion on virginity in the gay world. What's that? Because I've been swallowing turgid lengths since I was a young 18 years old, but I wasn't rectally plowed until I was a young, but stand further back, 28. I've always said I lost my virginity at 28, but others have told me oral counts in the gay world. It's not that it matters. I'm just curious as to what you would count as losing your virginity. Love you, Alaska. You genuinely made me watch this show. Probably the best winner of Drag Race before I thought it was just a bunch of men in makeup. Willam, one of my favorite queens of all time. Oh, no dick pics because I'm shy, but here's some pics of me looking cute.
Yes.
I do love this
cute
outfit.
Outfits going on. Some
this
denim,
accessorization. Some denim, some tan, some mauves. Very Courtney, this palette.
A dusty rose cap and a dusty hair color. What color would you call that hair?
He's using his purple shampoo, and he may have they may have overtoned, but it's definitely a gray. I like a blonde when their beard is red, so this is great. I don't know. I guess
what about
to
that
each
ass,
their own.
though?
Is intercourse the sign of a virginity card being lost, or is it just a nut that's shot into another person, or your nut being shot into another person, or being the receptacle for that?
The concept of virginity, I think, is steeped in like misogyny, and like it has to do with like the sort of it harkens back to the time of like when women were used as like a pawn in like marriage that was like a property transaction kind of thing. Mm-hmm. It's like, she is a virgin, so she is worth more. I don't know why they're Scottish, but that is it harkens back to all of that. So to me, I mean, I think of it more as like a spiritual thing, which means like you have discovered what it's like to be sexual with someone else. And that can mean kind of anything. That can it doesn't have to do with like, is your ass hymen broken or something? Like to me personally, in general, that's what I think about virginity.
There's some other pre-qualifiers too. If they're paying, that don't count. And if they're related, you have to have two of them.
If they're related to you.
You need two of them. Only counts half.
Oh my God.
Because
what about this ass though? This ass is like so curvaceous.
Is
so
this a
voluminous.
What is this in the front? This little furry looking thing in the orange cup. Is that a bong? What is that? A flower pot with stuffed animals?
What the fuck is that?
And then the thing's coming out of it. It looks like a low-tech Audrey too. But this butt.
A wood carving in the shape of a goose's head.
I think they might do drag too. I see a got to be and some VO5 hot oil in the other picture. I love looking. Oh, and butterflies on the wall. Butterflies in the wall.
Oh, honey, if she has got to be, you know what she's doing.
You know what she do. You know what she do.
She does, right? I mean, she has a beard, but maybe she's one of those bearded queens, you know?
So did I.
Like Puss Dubois, honey.
Oh, Puss. She's the star. I am so excited to work Pride this weekend in Axis, Ohio. Come out and see Anya Nerve, myself, Suzanne Tootingtons, and lots of other goddesses.
You and Susie
girls.
too?
Uh-huh.
Please do a TikTok together.
No, I want to do a number with her. I want to do
okay.
I want to do first I then she
I will never leave you.
No.
You can do it as the conjoined girls.
I don't know sideshow. I want to do I just can't do it alone.
I just can't do it alone.
Or from the life you were my friend. When Pamela Isaacs and Queenie have to part because the one girl shot Memphis, so no, Memphis deserved it, and the cops were coming.
The perfect double act.
Yeah.
Honey, please do something and get it. Do a TikTok as well, please.
I'm not on TikTok.
Well, then do an Instagram reel.
Okay.
She's on TikTok. This is important. We need you in the same room.
I am excited to meet this little girl and give her some tips.
Oh my God.
The money, not the words. I mean,
you're gonna be like giving her makeup tips.
Maybe I should wear red hair and show her how it is done from a natural red hair.
Actress red hair. You can email us questions. We want to hear from you. So send us some short, quick, interesting stories and questions and send in your DM to racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
I was talking about Axis this weekend, so I could segue into asking about where you were this weekend too. Where can we see you?
I will be I'll be in Pittsburgh. We're doing Lawrenceville Pride tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's where the Blue Moon is, honey. So it is a true homecoming and I cannot wait.
Nice. Well, have a good time. We would like to thank you for listening to this episode of Hot Goss. And a special happy birthday to our good friend David Bertka. Life is a party.
Life is a party, mama. And remember, take a moment to rate and review the show on your podcast apps.
And a shout out to all the Mom Plus Gold subscribers who were listening to this episode ad-free behind the good pussy paywall.
To sign up for Mom Plus and Mom Plus Gold, visit patreon.com/mompplus.
Follow us on Instagram, The Only Alaska 5000, at Willam, at RaceChaserPod, and at Mom Podcasts.
Stay safe out there, everyone.
We will be back next week with another steaming, scalding serving of Hot Goss.
I do really value Tina.
Oh my God.
Mom!
To listen to Hot Goss ad-free and to get access to all of Mom Podcast premium content, including weekly episodes of Unplugged, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Hot Goss is produced by Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Alaska and Willam.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Editing and sound design by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Twisted by Alaska Thunderfuck.
Media and design support by Stone Cold.
Executive produced by Alaska, Willam, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Do we have a drag name of the week?
You've heard of Kennedy Davenport, but have you heard of Ketamine Davenport?
You can smell it before you see it, hopefully.